Hello, my Aries. Welcome to your September monthly reading. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in here. Each month, I pick a variety of cards, and the first card that I pull is going to be for the general energies, what the Creator wants you to know for your entire, just a month, the overall theme, that type of thing. And for this month, I'm going to pull a card here from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, the Wild Unknown. And so we're going to see what the Creator wants you to know about your month. All right, Creator, what do you want our Aries to know about the month of September? And of course, if you're coming, that was my bad. If you're coming across this reading outside of September, readings are always timeless anyway, because Spirit and the Creator are outside of time and space. So if you still came across this outside of September of this year, I would still listen to it and trust your intuition that you were drawn here for a reason. So, all right, that is the one there. And you got the bee. So I will look and see what the message is for this, but definitely it's a month to just be, right? I know bees are usually have activity and are always, seems always to be working, and unless they actually take naps in flowers sometimes too, throughout the day, which I thought was pretty cute. So, they still get to have their siesta, their little break throughout the day. But the energy that comes with the bee, and this is for your month of September, is being earnest, hardworking, and democratic. So the bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. So bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They're sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Excuse me, since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. So for the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then sting. That's hilarious. When in balance, this energy is contentment, being active, being vibrant. When it's out of balance, it's overworked and annoyed. And to bring it into balance, it says mini vacation. So wonderful messages for you. So September really is a place of, you're going to do, really doing a lot of hard work, getting to, the end of things, finishing tasks, completing things. And it's going to be a time, even though it's bustling, it's also joyous time and joyous energy. And also, like I said, if you're feeling, when you get to the place of where you're feeling exhausted or annoyed or overworked, then it's time to take a little mini break, a little mini vacation outside of that. So let me just put the book over here. So I love that for your month. So very productive, but also the importance. And I love that. That's why they brought that to me about the bee taking a nap in the flower, that making sure you're taking time to rest. Another thing I do about monthly readings is I take a tarot deck and I split it out from the major arcana and the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And this month I chose the Wild Unknown Tarot. So it's the kind of the companion to this deck. These are Oracle and these are the tarot, the standard tarot kind of approach on there. So what I do is the major arcana I use a lot, like this card, which is the overall energies that you're having for the month. And so we'll mix these up and see what the Creator wants you to know as well, in addition to about this bee, nose to the grind, getting things done, but, joyous, fun, you just feel very satisfied in the job that you're doing and accomplishing things. And like I said, bring in your artistic creativity, joyful. It's not stressful. It's busy as a bee, but it's not stressful. But then when you get exhausted, make sure to take a nap or take a little mini break, take time away to make sure you're keeping yourself healthy and nurtured. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Aries to know about their month of September, please? Okay, this one is wanting to be seen, so we will do that one here. Yep, and you have the Death card. And so don't forget about this. You don't work yourself to death. But so this is all about death and rebirth, transformation, what you're letting go, new endings and new beginnings. So definitely fits into this, like you're completing projects and starting new things, during this time as well. There are some things you need to let go. This card totally cracks me up because I know it looks so bad, but when I was looking into the meanings of the cards that she has specifically for these, what came to my mind was an old Pink Panther movie. The Pink Panther detective movies. I think it was that where someone had a bird that had died and they still kept it in the cage for a long time, and it's almost like you have this caged bird that is gone and done what it needs to do, and it's time to let it go. And so this is really, a wonderful message of you'll see that you're like, okay, the things that have served their purpose, I'm ready to let them go and let them, transition into the next phase of their purpose, but it's done the purpose it needs to do for you. So it could be like a project you've completed and you're no longer needing to be involved in it. And so you're ready to let it go. Or there could be a relationship that's, done its purpose for your learning and your growth in your life. And you're realizing, bones now. There's no meat or anything left to it, and it's something I don't need to invest my energy in anymore. So it could be, like I said, relationship, friendship, work, whatever it might be. It's time to let some things go. All right. And then what we're going to do, we're going to move into the 4 different areas of your life, and we're going to start off with here with the wands, which represent your, it's fire energy. So for this reading, it really represents your spiritual side, your spiritual journey during the month of September. And so that's what we're going to zero in on and just see what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual journey and what's going on in your spiritual world during that month. So just mix all those up. All right, Creator, what do you want Aries to know about their spiritual journey for September? Not sure if I said August. If I said August, I apologize. It's for September. Can't believe it's already September. It feels like it just was the new year, right? Okay. Actually, we're going to give you 2. So we will take 2 because we'll take all the information we can. Yep. This is so cool because this is the 8 of okay, if you look at it this way, it's better. Right side up is better. So this is the 8 of Wands, which means you have so much energy, so much excitement. You see this lightning bolt coming in, and it's like there's so much just drive and energy, and it just feels like it exploding, and it comes, it looks like, like the bee talked about, working in groups. This is like you get this extra oomph by the people that you're being around too. But I really feel, because this is like sudden, and it's like Frankenstein. It brings you to life. So whatever had been going on before, September definitely isn't going to be a month of slow movement or low energy, you're going to have all this just flood into your spiritual side, which flows out into all areas of your life. So it could be that you're taking extra time, when you're taking time alone, that you're focusing in on your spiritual side and your higher self and connecting to the other side, because when you connect to the other side, you definitely get this unconditional love energy that floods into you that just gives you new excitement and new perspectives and things of life as well. Yeah, and you got the 7 of wands here. So you're shining bright, and no matter what other people are doing, you are just kind of shining. You can't help but shine during this time. And even though you're working with a group and you're getting a lot of good energy from them, this is just also letting you know that, just be aware that the other people that are not on fire aren't as enthusiastic about, the drive and where you're headed and what you're wanting to do. So just, it's like a recommendation, just be aware of other people's emotions, other people where they're at, and let them be where they're at. Don't expect them to be as bright and on fire as you. So you can take up the slack of other people and don't judge them. You don't have to judge them for it. Instead, you can just allow it to be your time to shine and to, be the one that's on fire this time, because you never know. Next month, maybe you're one of these that has no energy and you're low energy, or maybe that's where you were at and you're like, okay, it's my time. Thank you. I rested. Now it's my time to step up, and kind of like geese, where they take turns being the one at the front because they're the ones that take on the wind, and then all the geese that fly behind, it's easier and easier and easier for them to fly because everyone else is taking on the wind. And so it's your time to take the lead and your time to, step in that direction there. We're also going to pull a card here from the Return of Spirit deck to see what additional message the Creator has for you regarding your spiritual adventure for the month of September. Yeah, and you being a fire sign, you're very, very much at home with all this energy. This is not something that overwhelms you at all. Whenever you get this zapped, you're like, you live for it, because that's where, that's your home, the fire energy. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Aries to know about their September journey in their spiritual? Okay, this one right here is the one that they are saying, so we will take that one. Yeah, fearless. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is like, you got all this energy. You're definitely going forward very, you just feel like there's nothing that you can't do. This amount of energy that you have coming in is just, and again, with that death, don't fear. And I'll let you see. These are fractal images, so you can see. I always call all these types of cards, and actually we're going to use a couple more of her decks in here. So it's like the spiritual ink blot test. What do you see? Because there's messages for you that are even outside of what I say or what the book says. So you get to look into that for you. So this says, fear is natural, normal, and healthy. It's a part of the human survival mechanism. But sometimes fear can take us over in an unhealthy way and stop us dead in our tracks. Dear soul, you have received this card today because the energetic imprint of fear is blocking your necessary progress forward in your life. The fact that you're experiencing fear right now is a sign that you're about to take a very important step forward on your path. It can also indicate that your path is being blocked from negative, fearful energy you hold. So this card brings the soft, loving energy of spirit to give you the emotional support you need. It's strengthening your heart center to help you overcome the limiting, fear-based thoughts, which are holding you back. So too much of your time has been spent thinking about the things you think or feel you need to do in your life. It's now time to begin taking action, one baby step at a time. So where there is fear, there's often lack of faith, and it's time to put your trust in the hands of Spirit. There's a reason you're feeling called to take action, and there's also a reason why you're experiencing the blockage of fear as well. So yeah, that would be the blockage of fear. That's another message here. Quite often, the one thing we fear to do is the very thing which will lead us to our own empowerment. Fear is the factor which we must all overcome in order to step into our power. So breathe as you relax your body and release your mind. Trust yourself. Trust in the divine. Begin taking the necessary steps forward despite your fear. Remember, fear is a feeling, not a reality. You cannot remain small any longer. Your heart is calling you onward. Be brave. Be fearless. Just go for it. And I really feel that's what you do. This is the message here of, this is what was blocking you, but the thing, it's death and rebirth. You're letting those things that no longer serve you, that were blocking you before, die and move away from you. You're letting go, so they drift. And then this is that energy that you have because of it. I love it. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the Pentacles. And Pentacles is the element of earth. So it's that earth energy, and it's going to represent your physical world. So where this is your inner spiritualness, this is the physical world itself. Everything going on out here, career, your possessions, your income, the interactions with people, not the feelings. We'll get to that with the cups, but this is about the characters that are in your life and your physical body as well. So we'll see what the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during the month of September here. So just shuffle these up here. All right, Creator, what do you want our Aries to know about their physical adventure in September? Patience is a message that's coming, right? Patience on the card coming out. Please make it obvious for us. Okay. I want this one right there in the middle of those. So you got the Three of Pentacles, which this is all about, again, teamwork. So teamwork. So definitely you're involved, where you might have been going through a time where we're doing a lot of stuff on your own, or in small groups. You're going to be definitely involved in a lot of group activity in here. And it brings a message. You have like different roles that you take in a multitude of groups. Usually you can be a teacher where you're teaching people things, or you're an apprentice or a student and you're learning something from someone, or you're observing and being just a support. You're not being involved in the stuff. You're just being like moral support or helping people do the work, and you're not in the lead of that. So it makes so much sense with everything that was going on here. With you're just going to have so many things that you're doing that you do have a lot of pots on the stove that are going all at once, and some that you're just participating in, others you're leading, others you have very little involvement in, but you're there giving advice, and mentoring. So just a lot of different things happening for you during this month for sure. And but yeah, it definitely is a positive thing. Sometimes it feels like you're facing a mountain, but with all this energy you have coming in here, that mountain, which was this block that was in the way, the mountain just dissipates because you're so energetic and you're so fearless that the mountain doesn't even seem as big and huge and as much of an obstacle as it appeared before. We're also going to pull a card here from the native spirit, just to see what else the creator wants you to know about your physical world there, physical adventure. But yeah, definitely you're going to definitely be involved with groups of people during the month of September. You got that with this beehive, you got that with all these wands, and then definitely this is what that card represents is, being involved with others, others supporting you, and everything that I mentioned with that. Creator, what else do you want Aries to know about their month of September, about their physical adventure, please? Okay. That is the one there. And you got Thunder Drum. And look, there's lightning. Just like lightning here. So definitely more thunder and lightning. So let's see what message comes with this for you. So it says, stand up and be accounted, be assertive, don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Make a stand for others less fortunate. Take risks. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. It's not the time to step back or step aside. Yeah, definitely not. And your native spirit wants you to know that throughout the world, indigenous people have called spirit through drumming. So they've called spirit through drumming. Drumming was used to activate one's fighting spirit before battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. It was also used for healing rituals. In every case, the drum beat was used to open up spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. Drawing this card means that it is time to step into your passion. Make a stand in life for what truly matters to you. Definitely this fire that you have, you're becoming passionate about the things that you want. We talked about letting those things go that no longer serve you. And just a very important message here of finding what you want to invest your energy in, and you have so much of it to give this month that you just go, balls to the wall with it. I really like this fearlessness and this warrior feeling too. This fear is definitely, subsided, and that happens when you might have been coming into this month feeling stagnant, and the fears is what was keeping you from moving forward. But then that stagnant feeling became so overwhelming that it overpowered the fears to where you're like, it's a no-brainer. What am I doing? I'm just existing. I want to live. And you make this surge forward. And again, calling on spirit here, letting spirit guide you and making sure you're taking time to do that. This appearing in your physical world is about making physical activity too, whether you want to attend a drumming circle, or is it a certain type of meditation, or some sort of spiritual ritual. If you're like Catholicism has a lot of rituals that they do. Whatever will help you in the physical world connect and really call out to spirit, call out to the creator, whatever you believe your higher power is. It's definitely saying take the time to do that. So when I talked about a vacation, even if it's a retreat of some kind, meditation retreat, spiritual retreat, or just getting out into the woods and out into nature can help you really connect as well. Like maybe get out into the mountains. These do come with a journey if you so feel inclined and it resonates with you. It says a powerful way to activate your life force is to drum on your chest lightly with closed fist. It's especially powerful if you do a 2-beat, similar to the sound of a beating heart, which is the most primordial sound for humans. This rhythm is grounding and activates your strength. And you probably, like me, saw this vision of Tarzan. So definitely fearlessness, right? All right. Next, we're going to move into the swords, and the swords represent the element of air, and that's going to be, for this journey, is going to be about your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your state of mind, your mental state, but we're going to call it your adventure, your mental adventure. So what does the Creator want you to know about your mental adventure in the month of September? So we know your spirit's going to be on fire. We know your physical world is going to be busy with a lot of activities that you're involved in, things that you're loving and enjoying, but making sure you're taking care of and nurturing your physical body, giving yourself physical rest too, right? Right, Creator, what else do you want Aries to know about their mental adventure during the month of September, please? Okay. We've got the Two of Swords. So what's interesting, so this is about the mental blocks, about your, looks like decisions that have to be made, and you end up being like right in the middle, and you're like, okay, which path do I choose? Which way do I go? And you have this like sun and this black hole. It's almost like this feeling of a new moon to me, though, that you have these two choices to make, and you're like, not sure which one to do. And there's a couple messages, because this is a general reading that comes to you, is like, one is that if you don't have like an absolute yes in a situation, it means you don't have all the information you need. This is about your brain and your thoughts and your thinking, so you don't feel you have enough information to make an absolute decision. And I love that if you have an attitude of, if it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no for now. And then if new information comes in later, we're like, okay, now I can see it's a clear yes, then I will do that. So, that is like a great way to do it, because otherwise you're doubting all the time. And but you can, wait until you have all the information you need to be able to make the decision. The other thing I like about the Two of Swords for me is usually like they'll have a person on there blindfolded, which means, and if you're not sure which way to go, and it's not very obvious for you, then you can always ask Spirit, and this is talking about calling on Spirit, to say, okay, help me, give me information I need, give me signs, give me, guidance on which would be the best for me. They don't mess with our free will, so they won't just automatically give us all that information, because like a little kid, sometimes you're like, let me do it. I don't want your help. I want to try it myself. And you're like, okay, but if you need help, just ask. And then, so they'll wait and they'll watch us, even if we're flubbing it up, making it harder for ourselves or whatever it may be. They will allow us to go through that experience because we want to do that, and that's how we grow. But when we're ready, we can ask Spirit, we can ask, the Creator, our angels, guardian angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones on the other side, our ancestors, the fairies, the unicorns, whatever your belief in higher power, they are all there, definitely willing to give us answers. And so they're always listening to us. So you just ask. And then, like this mentioned, kind of getting away from things, taking time away, allows you to get into a quiet space where you can hear the answers, and getting out of, that any anxiety or any of all that noise, that allows you to, hear those whispers from the other side on those, giving us the answers and the signs and things that we're asking for. So we turn down our fear volume and we turn up our unconditional love volume, and that helps us get to that frequency where the clarity of the messages come in very, very clear. We're also going to get confirmation or additional information on that through this divine guidance. And both this deck and the next two decks for these oracles are from Cheryl Lee Harnish. like I mentioned before, that have these fractal images on them, which are beautiful. And I love the intuitive messages that she pulled from them. So we will see what else the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure for the month of September. Okay, there we go. And you got card number 27, and you got all those beautiful spirals, beautiful imagery here. And we'll see what message comes with this for you. New direction, right? Energetically, your life is ready to move in a new direction, but you have to allow for this to happen. Have you noticed that you do the same things each day, that you've fallen into a routine? Like we talked about, that stagnation coming in, right? It says it's time to break free from the daily patterns you've created in your life. It's time to be spontaneous. When you do this, you open your energy to the possibilities of something new and revive your passion for the living. The energy of the universe is ready to flow, and by consciously breaking free of the routines and patterns you've created in your life, you allow space for the new and different to manifest. So yeah, it's a great message here for you with, sometimes the decision, what's keeping us from making a decision is that fear again, right? So it's that fearlessness. And it's like, yeah, this is the month you're ready for the new. When you do what you always did, you get what you always got. And this is about making new choices, new things, choosing to live instead of just to exist. So these decisions that need to be made, don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back. You can make no mistakes. You're living here on this earth to experience all these amazing things. And so it's time to live. So make those choices, make that leap, make those jumps, because it's only going to help you grow no matter what. There are no mistakes. There are just experiences, right? And if you tried something, you didn't like it, you adapt it, you change it, you try something new. There's the only thing we fear is the judgment from the others, right? And who cares about what people think? We do. But do we need to? Those people that truly know us and love us for who we are support us. Sure, they might, give us their concerns because they love us, but they're still going to support us in what we do. Those people that judge us without knowing us, they're making a poor decision anyway because they don't have all the facts, and they're making a judgment call. So we don't even want to trust that opinion. That means it's poor judgment, right? So we fear, the poor judgment of others, right, is ultimately kind of what it comes down to. All right, we're moving into the final one, which is Cups. Cups is water energy, represents our emotions, our emotional state, our emotional adventure, and that's what we're going to look into for the month of September for you. Let me just give these a good little mix up here. All right, Creator, for our Aries, what do you want them to know about their emotional journey in the month of September? Okay, we'll get 2 for this one too. That's awesome. So that is the 9 of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. So definitely your cups are full and you feel overflowing. And that doesn't surprise me with all this beautiful energy. You just feel completing so many different things that it just makes you feel really full. I love the moon in this card too, though, because it really, as you go throughout the month, it helps you get in tune to what you really want, what really makes you happy, because the moon helps you get into the unknown, your subconscious. And a lot of times, in the external world, we do a lot of activity and we get stuff done, but we're like, I don't feel like a fulfillment. So, what's up? What's going on? And then we're allowed to look inside of ourselves and, especially with the connection to the spiritual world that it talks about here. It's like, yes. getting and realizing what we really want out of life, what really makes us feel whole and complete. And really, our connection to spirit is such an important piece of feeling whole in this life, because the hole in our heart is the size of the Creator. And that's what we're searching for. That's what we're thirsty for. That's what we're hungry for. And, all these cups are showing us that we're, with this connection to spirit, that we're getting a great taste and feeling full because of that. So we're getting some temporary conditional, fulfillment that doesn't last very long. It's like eating Chinese food at lunch. You're hungry again, but then you have a great, fulfilling dinner that really fills you up. And you have the 5 of Cups here, which just has to do with feeling disappointed, feeling let down, and so this also allows us to take a look at our expectations, and, definitely it doesn't get us down enough. We're on fire so much. It just allows you to look at, I really feel it's a message that's connected to this card about what I was just talking about, those things that disappoint us on the outside really turn us to this inner knowing of what truly we're searching for. Because we are taught from generation to generation that we're supposed to look outside of ourselves for our fulfillment. Whether it's our relationships with individuals, whether it's romantic or friendship or whatever, what situations we're in, like jobs, social status, blah, 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 or what we have, our possessions. And all of those things are unstable, because people's minds change all the time, or they pass away. Situations never stay the same because this world is ever changing. And things don't last forever. They break down, they deteriorate, they burn down, or they're stolen. So when we depend on those for our worth and a definition of who we are, then we get disappointed, because expecting this outside world to fulfill us, expectations equal disappointment. And the whole kind of purpose of that disappointment is to eventually turn us inward when we've had enough disappointment. So I love that, because this turns us inward here, and it shows us that we do turn inward because of this moon here, and we do get into the unknown, into our subconscious, our unconscious, our connection to the spiritual world, and find what it is truly to have our heart feel full. And the last card we're going to pull here is from the Path of the Soul deck, and we'll see what the final message is here for your reading for September. But I'm really loving this for you, because it sounds like an exciting, very bright September for you, because all this fire energy, connection to spirit, emotional fulfillment, letting things go that are no longer serving you, just like this free, very free feeling. All right, Creator, what is the final message you have for Aries for the month of September for this reading, please? Okay. You got card number 25. Almost thought that was a bee at first. It looks like kind of like a butterfly. There's a lot of images that are popping out in here. Almost looks like a bird, like a parrot bird too. But we'll see what the intuitive messages were that came through for Miss Cheryl here. Nature. It's time to return to nature and reconnect. Enjoy the scent of flowers. Walk quietly by the ocean. Hug a tree and get rooted in the core of Mother Earth. It's time for a look within, right? A look within. Nature will bring you back on track. Watch, listen, breathe, and connect. Feel the pulse of life streaming throughout, fully and naturally. Through our heart, we're connected to all things, including our higher self. So sit, quiet your mind, place your hand on your heart, and connect. It's here that you'll find your truth. So exactly what we were talking about. You just can't make that up, right? So yeah, definitely getting out into nature. I talked about this little mini vacation. So going out camping, whatever that means for you. You know, for me, it means finding a hotel near nature. Other people, it means actually getting out into a tent or having an RV or something, you know. But whatever it means for you to reconnect and get out into nature, even if it's for a day, or a half a day, or just going for a walk, just really taking that time to get out into nature to connect, because disconnecting from all the busyness, the busyness, will help you be able to calm your mind and calm your heart and calm your, mind, emotions, your physical world, and connect to your spirit, to your higher self. So I am loving this for you for the month of September, Aries. And just know, as you go throughout this journey, every moment of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I love you too. We'll talk to you soon. You take care.